Hi guys, Stephanie here, and in this video I'm going to cover the brief general history behind the origin of the tin whistle. Now this video isn't focused on the traditional Irish tin whistle, but more so the origin of the actual instrument itself. And the tin whistle goes back many years in our history. It also goes by many different names. You might have heard some of them already, such as the Irish whistle, the penny whistle, but the tin whistle in its modern form is basically from a wider family of Fipple flutes throughout history, and these Fipple flutes can be found in cultures across the entire world. Now, if you do look across all the primitive cultures, you'll find some sort of pitched flute type instrument, whether that's got 6 holes, 8 holes, 10. Some of these have fipples and others don't, but there are a few sources out there that reference some sort of Fipple flute from Slovenia dating back to around 60,000 years ago. There's also reference to a German flute from around 35,000 years ago, and even a sheep's bone Fipple flute that was found in Yorkshire, I think from the Iron Age. So throughout the history of the world and all our different cultures, there have been some varieties of Fipple flutes out there that everyone across the entire world has played. With regard to a Fipple type flute in Europe, various different types of Fipple flutes have been found throughout Northern Europe and other parts of Europe since the Middle Ages, including even more flutes made of bone and some made of clay. But the tin whistle as we know it today gained its popularity as a folk music instrument in the early 19th century, and it's remained part of several folk traditions ever since. You guys will know that, well, the origin of the modern tin whistle or penny whistle is believed to be from an Englishman called Robert Clark, who makes Clark whistles. And back in 1843 he made a conical ball whistle, quite a simple design, and basically wrapped a tin sheet into this conical tube shape and soldered it together. But the name penny whistle comes from the fact that buskers playing whistle on the streets used to earn a penny from playing a tune for passers-by. The Clark tin whistle, this is the original design by Robert Clark. This is believed to be the origin of the modern tin whistle as we know it. There are many other sources out there that will tell you something different, so feel free to look at those as well and make your own opinions based on this. But the next question is, who plays tin whistle now? Traditional music from Ireland and Scotland is by far the most common music to play on the tin whistle. Tin whistles can be played for any genre of music, and you will find tin whistle players worldwide. And yeah, any genre of music you can think of, someone somewhere will have adapted tin whistle to suit that style. But the most obvious is folk, and that is what most of us will play. Everybody knows the tin whistle's connection with Ireland, and traditional Irish folk music has been sort of moulded and defined by this amazing little instrument. There are so many inspiring players out there that you can listen to for your own inspiration as well. And well-known tin whistle performers include Tommy Mackem.
Stumps of the tree wouldn't do at all. Why didn't you run from the big cannonball with your two-ray-ya? Pull-the-diddle-la, two-ray-oo-ray-oo-ray-ya, with your two-ray-ya, and you pull-the-diddle-la, two-ray-oo-ray-oo-ray-ya.
Paddy Maloney of the Chieftains and Sean Potts. Mary Bergin. And there are so many other notable players out there, including Carmel Gunning, Micah Russell, Brian Finnegan, Sean Ryan. There are so many. So please do go and check out some of these, some of the others you will find online as well. There are so many resources on YouTube that you can look at to find these incredible players playing tin whistle in all their own individual styles. So yeah, it's a really interesting thing to do. Now, as for music, where else is the tin whistle used? Well, you'll find tin whistle in a lot of popular music. Irish rock bands, the Cranberries and the Pogues incorporate the tin whistle in quite a few of their songs, as do some American Celtic punk bands like the Tossers, Dropkick Murphys and Flogging Molly. Obviously you'll find Andrea Corr from the Irish folk rock band The Corrs also plays the tin whistle in many of the Corrs songs. It sounds incredible. I do have a few Corrs tracks on my YouTube channel which you guys can try out for yourselves, and I will link those just up here somewhere. Next up is Leroy Moore of the American jam band Dave Matthews Band. He plays the tin whistle in a few of the band's songs. There's people like Bob Hallett of the Canadian folk rock group Great Big Sea, who's also a renowned tin whistle performer. Iceland has a post-rock band called Sigur Rós, including a tin whistle solo in their song Half Soul. Now, as I said, guys, all of this is Wikipedia knowledge. I don't know this stuff, but I know this stuff now. Thank you for requesting this video, because I've learned things. Barry Privet of the American Celtic rock band Carbon Leaf. He performs several songs using the tin whistle. I have checked a few of those out, they're pretty cool, but there are so many more. And if you listen carefully to any of the music you enjoy, I'm sure you'll be able to pick out songs that use tin whistle in pretty much every genre of music you listen to. Trust me, try it and see for yourself. Moving on to jazz. Now, if you guys have heard of Steve Buckley, he is renowned for using the penny whistle as a serious instrument within his music. He used tin whistle in recording with Loose Tubes, Django Bates, and even in his album with Chris Batchelor, Life as We Know It. So tin whistle is part of the jazz world. Also, there's an American jazz tin whistle player called Les Lieber. He is a very celebrated jazz tin whistle player. He's played with Paul Whiteman's band and also with the Benny Goodman Sextet. So yeah, if you're a jazz fan, don't discard the tin whistle, grab it, play it, make it awesome. With regard to film and video game music, tin whistle is absolutely everywhere, and it's growing in popularity in games especially. But if we go with films, everybody pretty much knows that there is a tin whistle section in Concerning Hobbits from the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and the tin whistle has become such a symbol of the Shire. It is one of the first songs that I learned to play on tin whistle, and often the first song that people grab a tin whistle and have an interest in tin whistle because of that song. I have actually covered this song with a tutorial, an easy beginner's version and an advanced version as well, and you guys can find that right here. So yeah, if you're interested to learn to play that Concerning Hobbits extract, which you can hear now, from Lord of the Rings, then do check that out. They do use tin whistle in the main Lord of the Rings theme as well. So, big trilogy, lots of whistle. The tin whistle also features prominently in My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion from Titanic. Again, that is up here. And there are a few features in How to Train Your Dragon, the new animation film, so I've also done one or two of those. So yeah, don't forget to check out, if you're fancying any of these tunes, check out my other videos because you'll find them there as well. But there are literally hundreds of films and TV shows out there that feature tin whistle in their soundtracks. It's even been a part of the Eurovision Song Contest back in 2013, so yeah, limitless, unending possibilities with this tiny little instrument. As for games, so many of the modern online games use tin whistle. You'll hear tin whistle in Mario Kart, numerous other computer games, console games, and even online games as well. So yeah, keep your ears open and you will hear it. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there is far more information out there than I've provided you today, so please do go out and do some research yourselves, find out more information. This, as I said, is just the information I've found online and relayed to you, so there are many other origin stories out there, something that will be more specific to Ireland if that's the music you're interested in. There are definitely many articles, videos, histories out there that could be worth your time to read and enjoy, so do check those out. I hope you enjoyed this brief tin whistle history. If you did, don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and please do share with your friends as well. If you haven't already, do check me out on Ko-fi and Patreon, where you guys can support my channel to help me keep on making tin whistle videos. I have also included some other videos here that you might find helpful, so be sure to check those out as well. You'll enjoy playing some of the tunes I mentioned. I do have lots of other tips, tricks, tutorials and tunes as well, so enjoy playing if you don't already, and if you do, I'll see you next time for my next video. Happy whistling, have fun, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye! If you haven't already, do check out me. Masses of articles, information, videos out there. They blah 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 blah. You'll hear tin whistle. You'll hear tin whistle in Mario Kart, numerous other computer games, console. Again, I will link that up here. There's a little eye. I can't quite work out which side of my screen it's on. I think it's here. Is it here? There it is. I bet it's on the other side now.